Hello there everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and I wanted to share with you a few things I've purchased recently on Poshmark. Not only do I love selling my things on Poshmark, ooh, I almost dropped one. I also love browsing like crazy on Poshmark for makeup, especially things that were limited edition, discontinued, stuff I'd always wanted and like missed out on or went back and forth on so much that I didn't buy it, then it discontinued. I always like feel this need of like I want it so bad. One thing I keep wanting to repurchase is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, the original. I do have it already, like depotted into my Adept palette, but for some reason I want another one. I don't know why. I'm not buying Wet n Wild anymore, but I have a bunch of them saved like in little likes on my Poshmark thing. And the one thing with Poshmark that I don't love, I mean, I get it, I get why people do it, but you know how on Ulta and Sephora you can like stuff and just keep it like in a separate little folder, and every time you want to look at the stuff you loved once, it's all saved there. And I do that all the time on Ulta and Sephora and on Poshmark. I love stuff, or I fill in the little heart like button because I want to save it to look at it later, or remember that I wanted it at one time, or for whatever reason I just want to remember it. And I do that on Poshmark a lot, but I think the people that on Poshmark sell a lot, and maybe that's like one of their biggest incomes, once you like something, they don't leave you alone. I'll get constant messages from people going, I saw you liked this, I lowered the price, I saw you like this, $1 off shipping, I saw you liked this, I bet you're gonna like this, I bundled all this stuff for you, do you want it? Here's the price for you. Like, so I like to do that, everybody does that, but lately for some reason the things I've been liking, people have been like non-stop trying to sell it to me, and I only liked it because I wanted to remember it, not because I wanted to purchase it. I don't know. Anyway, these are a few things I did end up buying, and I'm just going to share them with you. I don't know why I said all that other stuff. Anyway, this is from Laura Geller. This is something I've always wanted. I have the Ulta Beauty one. They make one that looks just like this, and I adore it. It's incredible quality, and it's obviously trying to be a copycat or guess, dupe, whatever, of the Laura Geller one. And this is exactly what it looks like. I didn't realize it was going to be so big, although it does say in the description that it's a supersized, but it's humongous. Look how big this is. It is the Baked Color and Contour Bronze Highlight Blush little palette. This is the shade Sunset Glow. The Ulta one that I have is called Tahitian Sunset. And I got this because I've always wanted it. It's amazing. I love everything about it. I wish I knew what colors these were. I have a suspicion that this might be Baked for French Vanilla Highlight, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it, of what colors are in it, but it's such incredible quality. Like, I just want to swatch it all the time. I love the way this performs. It's so pretty. I don't regret buying this for a second. It's awesome. I wanted to do a video, like, did Ulta dupe it, comparing this to the Ulta one, but I don't really see this for sale anymore, so I'm not sure. I looked on QVC too and I didn't find it. If you know where this is still sold, let me know, because I do want to do the video, but I think it'd be kind of weird that this isn't available if I'm talking about it. I don't know. But it's humongous. I love it though. I don't regret buying it for a second. The clasp doesn't work anymore, so I just store it like this, but I like this a lot. It was used. I'm not opposed to using used makeup at all. Take your own precautions, clean it, sanitize it, all that stuff. People send me comments here and there on Poshmark asking if I'm sanitizing the products. Of course I'm sanitizing and cleaning the things before I'm sending them. Just don't take my word for it though. I could just tell you I'm doing that and not do it. So sanitize the stuff when you get it, you know, use your own common sense here. But I have no qualms about using used makeup. I will buy it forever as long as it's in good shape, you know, it's not full of pan and all that kind of stuff. And I like this a lot. I hope it's still available. I forgot to take my nail polish off again before the video. I'm sorry, you have to look at it. Another thing I bought, this is one of those things that I ummed and awed over like crazy when it was available. This is from Smashbox, and it's the powder highlighter. It looks like a little film strip, and it's so cute. It's a highlighting palette, but it looks like it has a few highlighters and a couple of like blushes in here. I actually haven't used this yet. I had to have it. So every time you sell something on Poshmark, you have the option to either reuse the money on Poshmark for other purchases, or you can get it deposited into your account, and it's all the same. Like, you don't, like, they don't take another cut in order for you to get cash. it's the same. So whether you made $100, you can use $100 on Poshmark or $100 deposited into your account, which I think is really cool. Anyway, I have been using my money from Poshmark. I deposited some into my account, but some I've been using on buying more stuff. And this was one of those discontinued items I always wish I had bought. It's from Smashbox. This is how it looks. I'm holding it kind of messed up. Haven't used it yet, but I wanted it and I bought it, and I'm so happy that I have it. And my little likes page is full of discontinued stuff, all kinds of old Kat Von D things, stuff I always wanted. This is from Pure. This is the Bronze and Brighten Cheek Palette. And I bought this because I bought this palette right here, the Extreme Visionary palette. I love this palette a lot. I think it's fantastic. And I had never tried anything from Pure before. So I bought this, and I have one other thing here I'm going to share with you. And I was like, all in a Pure, like, I got to buy all the Pure stuff. They didn't have anything in their current line that I was interested in at all. So I went to like just browse at discontinued stuff. And somebody had mentioned in a video that I saw of them that they had this and they really, really liked it. And I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. And I was able, and the fun thing about Poshmark, if you're ever looking for something on Poshmark, don't buy the first one you see. Because when I looked this up, there's people selling it for $20, some for $30, and some for $10. And it's all new with tags, unopened box. So don't buy the first one you see just because you think it's the only listing. Keep searching and keep searching. You will find a really good deal from someone who's, you know, trying to be honest, I guess. But anyway, this is awesome. It has a blush, bronzer, and a highlighter. I don't know about I meant to say bronzer in that tone, not highlighter. I meant bronzer. The blush and the highlight are very nice, but the bronzer is the exact formula of the other two, and it's way too shiny. Way too shiny. Makes a nice eyeshadow, but as a bronzer, it's over the top. Because it's the exact same formula for all three. I just got it all dirty. But I'm happy to have this. I'm glad I bought it. The compact feels nice. Product feels really, really thick. Not thick, but like a nice texture, not super powdery. Very foiled-like, and I just like looking at it. So yeah, I'm glad I got it. The next thing I bought were these two little samples from the issey miyake, the L'Eau d'Issey perfume. This perfume has been around forever. And this was one I have always wanted to try because I bought Chloe Sight Unseen or Smell Unsmelled. I just heard people describing it all the time, and I bought it in a rollerball and I lost my mind. I loved it so much. It's still one of my favorite perfumes ever. And that's kind of how I felt about this one, but this one is very expensive. Like the rollerball was like $55, and I thought, ugh. Usually rollerballs are like in the 20s, and this I thought was way too much for a smell I never smelled before. But lately I haven't been able to get it out of my head. I was like, I have to smell this perfume. But of course, testers are not available anymore at stores and stuff, so I went on Poshmark, and there's always people selling samples on Poshmark. Oh, it's an ambulance. I hear something outside. There's always someone selling samples on Poshmark. Always. People sell their ipsy bags. I see, because I get subscription services. I get the ipsy. I got Sephora Play when it was available. You know, I see the things that are available in there, that I immediately see them on Poshmark for $10 a piece. Like people are trying to make $100 off of their subscription service. Anyway, but it comes in handy when you want to try something without having to buy it. So I searched on Poshmark for this perfume, and someone was selling these two samples for $10. So I bought it. It smells incredible. Now that I know what it smells like, I know the smell. Like I was like, I've smelled this on people before. It's a very classic flower smell, but it's not powdery. It's not dated. I've smelled this on many people now that I know what it smells like. I'm not sure if it's really like my scent. Like I don't feel like it smells like me. Maybe because I've only had the same like handful of perfumes my whole life. But it smells really, really, really fresh, like a clean shower. It's not perfumey. It doesn't smell like alcohol at all when you spray it. It's a great, like, timeless, feminine, light, airy, crisp, fresh, flowery scent. I really, really like the way this smells. I'm not sure if it's really, like, my smell, but I feel like I smell really good when I wear it. It lasts all day long. It's not heady. It's not perfumey. It's not overpowering. This is a wonderful, wonderful fragrance, and I'm really glad that I bought these two little samples. Love it. And then the last thing I've bought recently, another thing from Pure, this is the Crystal Clear Ultimate Face Palette. This was something, of course, I bought after I bought that Visionary palette. I actually saw this in store during the holidays when it was available, and I picked it up and put it down many times at Ulta, and of course, I'd never bought it. But I wanted this right after I bought the Visionary palette, because I thought, oh my god, remember that Pure had that really big palette? I bet it's a lot of fun to play with. I bet that's a lot of nice textures and stuff. It has a bunch of eyeshadows, a few highlighters, blushes, bronzers, a little like light powder, and then a bunch of other eyeshadows on the other side, some yucky glitters there. But yeah, I haven't really touched it a whole lot. I've swatched a few of the shades, but that's it. And I'm excited to have this and to play around with it. And that's the one thing I really like about sites like POSHMARK, and I haven't used Mercari before, but I've browsed a little bit, is that everything you've ever wanted and you missed out on, or you think about all the time, like, oh, I wish I could get that, you're going to find somebody selling it. Some of them are trying to make, you know, they're selling it for $800 or something ridiculous. And then some people are selling it for like, they found it at TJ Maxx for 15 bucks and they're going to sell it to you for 20 bucks or something like that, you know. Like, they're not trying to rip you off for what it is. And I love that, because I never feel now that I'm missing out, because someone's always going to sell it at any point in time. I can go and buy it if I really wanted it that badly. Like this. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know some things. If you shop on Poshmark, let me know some things you have bought recently. I usually only look for makeup and discontinued stuff that I feel like I missed out on. I did recently buy a t-shirt though, that I love. And that's it. Mostly I'm browsing for makeup though. Used or not, I will buy it and try it. Anyway, that is it. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'll see you later in another one. Goodbye.